What's up, guys? Welcome back to Views. My name's David.
And I'm Jason.
And we messed up. We're actually recording this after we recorded our podcast. And at the beginning of the podcast, we talked about how we don't have any ads, but this week. But we surprised ourselves, and we checked our email like we should have been doing before, and we found out that we did have an ad. So we're going to get right into that ad before the actual show starts, and then you guys will hear the rest of the podcast like it was recorded originally.
Seamless.
And this is a horrible transition to an ad, and I'm pretty sure the Dollar Shave Club is not going to be happy with me transitioning this way. But I did make the smarter choice recently by switching over to Dollar Shave Club.
The Dollar Shave stuff came on Sunday to the house, and you know me, Dave. I have nothing. I don't have razors. I don't have anything, so I lathered it on. I took a quick shave. David, these razors, they are like butter on the face.
Are you serious?
Yeah, nice cream, Dave. Just put a little bit, and it just seems to grow and grow, and your beard feels so good. I know you can't grow a beard.
Yeah.
But
if I were, let me just tell you guys.
You can grow a beard. You're actually pretty good. Your Slovakian roots are coming in nice.
I've shaved my leg hair quite a bit, and nothing has felt smoother than Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club is the smarter choice. Get a great shave at a great price, conveniently delivered right to your door.
It's an awesome life hack and no-brainer choice. You no longer have to schlep to the store to buy cheap disposable razors that give you a cheap shave.
Or spend a fortune on razors with gimmicky shaving tech you didn't need.
And when I use the DSC Executive Razor with their...
The Dollar Shave Club Executive Razor.
Yeah, the DSC. It's the shorthand, dude. Don't you know?
I know, but
Dollar Shave is DSC.
I know, but you didn't know what it stood for when you read the script.
Bro, you got to get a little hip, man. Come on. I thought you were the hip one.
All right.
When I use the DSC Executive Razor with their Dr. Carver's shave butter, that is what I use. The blade just gently glides, giving me such a smooth shave. Yeah, I already kind of said that.
Jason is a pussy. Oh, whoa. That's a weird thing to write into the script. Their Dr. Carver's shaves butter is transparent for a more precise shave, helps prevent ingrown hairs, and fights razor bumps.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? You, too, can make the smarter choice by joining Dollar Shave Club.
For a limited time, new members get their first month of the Executive Razor with a tube of their Excuse me, that was not in the script. I just swallowed a bird. Razor with a tube of their Dr. Carver's shave butter for only $5 with free shipping. Who knew that school would actually be important to my career? After that, razors are just a few bucks a month.
That's a $15 value, David, for only $5.
Which means you're saving like $37. Mm-hmm. In your first month box, you get an awesome weighty handle, a full cassette of 4 cartridges, and a tube of their shave butter. The people at Dollar Shave Club are going to be listening to this ad, and they're going to be like, what the hell is wrong with these guys? They can't read.
No, here's the thing. You go to CVS.
Yeah.
Right? You go to the drugstore.
Uh-huh.
And you buy a razor.
Yes.
You know how much it is? You know how much it is?
Let me tell you.
No.
Too much.
Yeah, too much. That's what I was going to say. No, David, it's like $13 for one stick and one razor. One razor can't even take my beard out, but with Dollar Shave, one razor can take all my old man graying beard that makes me look so distinguished and still delectable to David's mom.
Yeah, after your first month, replacement cartridges...
Wait a minute, I don't like this.
After your first month, replacement cartridges ship automatically at their regular price. There are no hidden fees and no commitments. Cancel anytime you like. You can only get this offer exclusively at dollarshaveclub.com/views.
That's dollarshaveclub.com/views.
That's it, guys. Go get Dollar Shave Club stuff because it's gonna help us out a lot too.
Yeah, it'll help us and it'll help you. It's
even if you're a girl who doesn't grow hair anywhere or a guy who doesn't grow any hair anywhere, just buy it just for the sake of us and go to dollarshaveclub.com.
And you shave quite a bit.
/views.
I notice what you do.
What do I do?
You try to keep that boyish, cute look on Instagram.
I have to shave every 2 hours.
Because
it grows back so quickly.
You never ever go with a little beard. Why is that?
I just like to let all the hair kind of frolic by my butthole region. And the rest I kind of just let.
Well, on that note, let's start the show.
All right, now we're going to play the rest of the podcast like it was normally intended without us knowing that we were having an ad. So we're sorry for that. All right, enjoy, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Views. It's a podcast where Jason and I rub lotion all over our buttholes and talk to you guys about what's going on.
Yeah, this is nice. What is this?
It's coconut with a mix of tangerine.
Well, I smelled a hint of tangerine, but I didn't know you were going to be this decadent.
Well, no, I'm cooking it up today. It's a special podcast, guys. It's one of our first without an ad. We've been on a hot streak with ads recently.
Yeah, we love it. But, we might get an ad. We might not. It's not about that. It's about me and David coming to the people.
So today, no one's paying us to do an ad for you guys.
No, you're getting it ad-free.
So fuck it. Download ZipRecruiter. Let's just do it for free.
Yeah. I love ZipRecruiter and MeUndies. They're the ones that... I actually do love MeUndies.
MeUndies is great. Okay, now it looks like we're transitioning into an ad. No, we're not getting paid for anything today. It's just going to be us talking to you about our lives, basically.
Yeah.
I may sound very stupid right now. And that's because I went to VidCon and I had a meet and greet and I touched a lot of faces.
Yeah. Did someone spit in your mouth? Because you have a giant sore in your mouth.
I have a giant sore in my mouth.
And it makes David sound like a 7-year-old boy. For the last 3 days, he's been interviewing people for his vlog. Like, okay, so what happened at VidCon? It's not the same hard-edged David with the lisp, I have to say.
I'm just making fun of Jason. Jason, you're so old and ugly. Yeah, it doesn't have the same edge to it. You're right. No, but I'm sorry if I do sound very weird. That's just because I'm really sick.
See, this is what I like in podcasting. David didn't want to record today because he's so vain and he's so...
Vain?
Yeah,
what does vain mean?
What does vain mean?
Yeah.
Vain is like, you love yourself and you want to sound good and look good.
No, I mean, I want to make sure they can hear me and they can understand me.
They can hear you.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
You sound cute.
I sound cute?
I guarantee you people will be on Twitter like, I love the way David had that blister on his tongue. Can we get a photo of the blister? Is it getting bigger? I actually like David. I like the way David sounds better. I prefer it with the blister.
No offense, but I hate David without the blister. I go back without a blister. People just stop listening to the podcast. Let's talk about VidCon.
Let's do it.
That was the big thing. We just went to VidCon, and VidCon is a video convention where which fun fact, that's what it stands for, video convention.
I didn't know that.
Did you actually not know that?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, well, that's what it stands for. Basically, it's where we go and meet a bunch of people. We meet a bunch of brands. We meet a bunch of our followers, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We don't get paid for it, which is kind of tricky to me, kind of understanding that concept, because I don't want to come off as like a douche where I'm like, hey, you guys should pay us for meeting our followers, because that sounds really fake.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely, I'm not just saying this for whatever we're doing here, but I really love meeting people. It's one of my favorites. But just being in a meet and greet line, listen to me. This took out 3 days of just me being comfortable.
How did you get a blister on your mouth from a meet and greet?
You know what's awful about meet and greets is there's so many people and so many germs, and then there would be girls who would want to wear my hat.
Oh.
And the camera guy was like, "Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!"
What camera guy?
Because this is like a meet and greet where they take a picture.
Right.
Yeah.
It was much more organized than the one we did at Playlist.
It's really organized, but it makes you feel so uncomfortable because these girls pay money to come. These girls and boys pay money to come see me and take pictures with me, and then they get there and it's literally it's the quickest picture ever, and they're just shot off.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's and I don't even get to talk to them or anything.
Because the one we did in Orlando, we were sitting and talking.
You can talk.
Doing gags. And,
yeah.
Oh, it was so much fun.
The security at VidCon started yelling at the kids if they would take too long. They'd be like, "Come on, next, next!" They get really mad, and I guess it took a really long time, but I guess not long enough for this virus to come into me. I don't know how quickly this virus got right into me, but someone was sick. Someone that met me at VidCon was sick.
You got to take care of yourself, David.
I am taking care of myself.
No, you're not. Last night you should have went home. You sat and you filmed last night.
Where?
We were at your house last night filming. You've got to take care of yourself. You're not taking care of yourself. I hate to be that guy, but someone's got to do it.
You mean my dad?
I'm looking out. Your mom and dad aren't here right now, so I'm going to fill that role. You got to start eating right. You got to go to bed.
I am going to bed.
No,
I get at least 8 hours of sleep every night.
You do?
Yes, I go to sleep at 2 and I wake up at 10.
Then why do you sound like you're 6?
Because I'm stressed out. Okay.
I want to talk about VidCon, but I also want to say.
Let me go back to VidCon.
All right,
do you think they should pay us, or is that scummy of me to say that?
I just think it's a blurred line there. I actually got an email from somebody, because we had talked about this before. Random person sent me an email. It was kind of a haughty email. It was like, well, just for your information, the people who run VidCon, they make educational. They have an online educational website that's free, and that's where a lot of the money goes for VidCon. That was what they were saying. I don't know if that's true or whatever. Sounds like a pretty genius idea that you would just take all that money and...
I talked to someone that works for VidCon, and I'm like, why don't you guys pay us like in the nicest way possible? And he's like, because we don't want you guys to feel like you're coming here just to get a paycheck. We want you guys to come here and meet your followers genuinely.
Yeah, right.
And
and we don't want you to feel like you're getting some of our money that's in our bank account. We would hate for you to feel that way.
That's exactly how I took it as too. But like I understand VidCon's fun. It connects. I sound so cheesy, but it does really like you get to talk to a lot of people, and it's like people come to it because it's VidCon. If it was like Maxa Tour or like some random tour name, then they gotta pay because you're bringing all the people. But people just naturally come to VidCon.
I like when you see David does a really cool thing. If you see someone in his merch, which by the way, I'm seeing a lot of people in your merch, not just at VidCon. I saw people at the Despicable Me premiere, but David will come up and sneak up behind the people.
It's my favorite
in his shirt.
If you're wearing my shirt and you're out in public and I'm in the area, I will find you and I will sneak up behind you and slice your throat with my appreciation.
You did one girl on the vlog that I loved. She was young too. Was she like 8?
Yeah, I snuck up behind this girl. She was wearing my clickbait hoodie, which is my merch, fanjoy.co/Dobrik. And I snuck up with Liza and I'm like, surprise, looks at me for a second. And then just falls in love with Liza, and doesn't talk to me the rest of the day. She's just hugging Liza, talks to her. I'm like standing off in the back, and I'm like, okay, and I literally just walk away because she just did not care. She 100% bought that hoodie because Liza was associated with it, which is great. That means Liza's selling.
I just want to say too that we're recording at David's new house here, Clickbait Mansion.
We're recording in my house.
Yeah, we're in the movie room, so we're hoping that the sound is good because there's soundboards everywhere, styrofoam.
It can't be bad. I'll tell you that.
I think it's going to be a lot better. And we need to be, we need to be loud and stuff. We're doing the best with sound.
Now that we're here, let's talk about some real controversial topics.
Okay, let's do it.
I feel like I sound like an idiot. I'm sorry. Let's talk about abortion.
Oh, I thought that was a joke when you put that on the list of things to talk about.
No, I was serious.
You were serious?
Oh, you thought I was kidding?
Yeah, I thought you were kidding.
Jason and I came up with a list of 5 things to talk about. Like if we run out of ideas, and I put abortion on there. I'm serious.
What makes you think that either of us are qualified?
We're both women.
To talk about abortion.
Well, dude, that's you don't want to listen to people that are qualified talk about abortion because then they're probably right. You want to listen to us, give our own opinions.
Well, I'm sure you have the same opinion as me.
Go for it.
I like abortion.
You like it? I prefer it.
I'm all for it.
I have kids just to get abortions.
A woman's right to choose, David. There we go.
You're pro-choice?
Yeah, of course.
I'm 100% the same way.
Well, we just solved it, man. Me and you sitting in this movie room that you probably will never hook up the screen.
Let's solve more of the world problems.
Okay.
How do you feel about world hunger?
Well, I'm against it.
Me too.
You are?
Yes.
Damn, we're 2 for 2.
We're fixing things.
What about domestic violence?
You know what? Not a fan.
Me neither.
No, but I mean, what's the argumentative side for not being pro-choice for abortion?
What's the argumentative side? Well, they say that when you take the baby out at 6 months,
you're murdering a baby.
Yeah, the baby would feel pain and
that's so interesting to me though.
Yeah,
it's just wouldn't I know that if my parents couldn't afford me or knew I'd have a terrible life growing up, I'd be okay with them aborting me, right?
Yeah, I would be too. And I think people when they go to look at podcasts to get a take on abortion, they go to 2 idiot YouTubers who most of the time just think about clickbait. That's the place
I wonder if the title of this podcast is abortion.
No, it's not. I am so thrown by you right now.
Wait, why?
Because you're so really good at coming up with exactly what stuff should be, and I know you're gonna stop this at the end. You're gonna be like, let's cut the abortion stuff.
No,
I know you are, and I guess who's the one who has to cut it?
No, dude, I'm super. No, I
30 over here.
I love talking about this stuff.
All right, I'm down.
I've talked about this on my vlog before.
You have?
Yeah, abortion.
And
we sat down for a minute about it.
And what did you say?
Do
you have Dirty Dom and Nick chime in?
No.
I'm all for it, David.
All right, let's stop talking about abortion because it looks like you're getting pretty flustered here. Like it's stressing you out. You want
No, I feel like abortion is something that I thought about when I was younger, and I just don't think about it anymore because I know I can't convince the people who are pro-life. So I've given up, David. That's our age difference right there.
You're right.
Which is okay. And it's actually nice to be around someone who's like, hey, this is an issue, and let's bring it up, and let's talk, let's bat it around.
Let's fix more issues. What about the war on drugs?
I'd like to fix that 70-30. That would be a cool issue to fix.
Oh, the podcast split?
Yeah, that would be cool. We could work on that a little bit. I mean, that's first, and then abortion and drugs and.
You want to get a higher percentage of the podcast.
Great. Yeah, I think so.
You know what's crazy?
No, I'm actually very happy.
The podcast guys, if you don't know, I get 70% of the revenue. Jason Nash gets 30%. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we have the same manager, which is my favorite part. And I remember signing those things, and I even asked you, I'm like, is this okay? And you're like, yeah. Were you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk. I just felt like, look, if you want to be totally honest, I mean, you brought all the audience. And I'm getting to be a part of that audience. And so I feel good about it.
We're having a good time.
David, you know what? What's the difference after you pay William Morris and I don't pay William Morris? It's insane.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about how many percentages you have to cut to people when you're working in this industry.
I keep it at a minimum.
Yeah.
I pay Jack, that's it.
The way this works is, let's say I get a job with Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Let's say they pay me $50,000 to do something,
right?
X amount of posts. Then my manager takes 15%. And if my agents brought it to me, then my manager still takes 15%. My agency gets 10%.
Right. And taxes.
Taxes.
Do you have a lawyer?
Well, the lawyer is included in the 15% of the manager.
Okay, that's good.
And then sometimes you have to give money to your publicist, depending on who you're with.
Right.
It's such everyone takes, so you out of the 50,000, you end up usually seeing like 75% of it, just because, and that's before taxes.
Before taxes.
It's an awful thing. Is that how it is in the rest of the world?
No, I don't think so. I mean, people also don't make $50,000.
Yeah, I know. I'm complaining about an Instagram post being.
It's so hard. I know, David. It's just to type out one tweet to Chance the Rapper. Hey, Chance, love the album. Oh, God, I can't hit tweet on this.
Hashtag app. No, we have some.
I love when you and Todd and Scott get all Instagrammy. It's so girly.
What do you mean Instagrammy?
Like, David's really big on Instagram, and my roommates, Scott and Todd, are really big on Instagram, and they get their pictures. They're like hot pictures of each other because they're so young. And yeah, I'm jealous that they're so young and good looking.
That's not true. I don't have any hot pictures of me. All my pictures are the exact fucking same.
You have some. You get these cute pictures of you with this smile. You do the same smile in every Instagram photo. And then, it's fire. And then you'll be like, yo, I got some fire. I got some heat. There'll be like a picture of you and Liza like at the wedding. And you're like, he'll show it like a couple days before. He's like, look at this fire. Look at this. He's like, God, look at this heat.
Look at this heat. It's the pictures. You always know how good a picture is going to do by the quality of it. It doesn't even matter who's in it. It can be a picture of a mug, but if it's super high def,
right,
the picture's going to do great. That's the secret.
I better buy a new lens. I better get a new face.
Yeah, really.
I better get in a time machine. Your parents were here.
My parents were here, but first, tell everybody about your ex-wife yesterday.
Oh, God. So things have been going really good with my ex-wife. I feel like I'm doing a good job. I'm making some money. I give her money, and I keep things really nice.
You give your ex-wife money?
Of course I do.
Wow.
Yeah. Why? Why not?
You're an awesome guy.
You got to pay for the kids.
Oh, okay.
They're expensive.
You're right.
Yeah, you want to go to Disneyland, that's like $1,000.
Is it really?
I think so. I mean, I didn't end up going to Disneyland because we wound up doing something else on Sunday. But yeah, or if they want to go to like Knott's Berry Farm, you're gonna drop like $600.
I would always be that guy when we were out with my siblings, and my parents would take me out to dinner, and they wanted like an extra like cheese plate, or they wanted like dessert. I would always turn to them and be like, "Do you have any idea how much that's gonna cost us?" And my parents would be like, "Stop it." They hated when I would do stuff like that.
Really? So frugal even as a boy, huh?
It was just like, I hated when my parents when my siblings would spend money on stupid things that they didn't need.
Yeah, you are frugal.
I
wonder how that got instilled in you.
What do you mean? Like, careful with my money?
Yeah.
I just don't like to spend on stupid things.
No, it's good. It's a great quality.
As we're sitting in my movie theater room. That's never going to be finished because I'm lazy. And I definitely don't need this in my life at all. But I like it because I want to show off to my friends.
When you bought the house, he was so excited about the movie theater room. And like he kept talking, and finally I pinned him down one day, and I was like, you're never going to watch a movie in here. He's like, nah.
It's like you don't get a movie theater room to watch movies in.
You don't.
You get it.
Say, oh, please inform me. Tell me exactly how it is in life.
Well, my friends just came to visit from Vernon Hills, and I just walked them in. I gave them a house tour. And the best part of a movie theater room is when you get to the last part of the tour, and you go, oh, this is my movie theater room. That's the best part of owning a movie theater room. That's it.
That's it.
It climaxes right when you show them that you have a movie theater room. And then they're like, does it work? Nope. But I have one.
It'd be pretty easy. He's got this. David has the screen up and he has the projector. I don't know why it doesn't work.
I don't have the sound. You won't hear anything.
Oh, you got to have the audio people come in here.
You have audio people come in or a bunch of deaf people. Either way. A bunch of deaf people will enjoy this.
You sound like a deaf person.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
With your blister on.
Oh, okay. Like someone who can't hear themselves talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his parents came to town.
They did.
No. So anyway, so we go out.
Oh, ex-wife story.
Yeah. First of all, let me just say, my life is crazy. All I do is just run around with David and shoot. As soon as I edit, as soon as I upload, he wants to start shooting again. And my options are to say no, and baby David will never talk to me again. Or I can go splash some water in my face and go. My room is an absolute mess in the house. I know where nothing is. I have no bureau. I have no nightstand. I have 2 beds in my room. David, I don't have clean laundry. I don't wear underwear most of the time.
I know.
Because I don't have time. Because we're on this...
Jason came over to my house once, and he wasn't wearing underwear. And we're like, why aren't you wearing underwear? He's like, I didn't have time. And we're like, to slip on underwear? And his butt crack is always out. Like, does he not have a backside? Or is it just one long backside? Like, where is his butt? It's like his butt is not catching his pants.
I'm losing weight. I've been losing a little weight, so my pants...
Stop telling yourself that.
I have lost weight, and you haven't even noticed.
Then get a belt. You look better. You do.
I look better.
But that's not the excuse.
I have a belt on.
Good. Well, do you have underwear on today?
Not today.
Not today.
No, I do have underwear on today. But that took me. You know why I have underwear on today? Because you didn't start texting me until 10:30 in the morning. So I actually had an hour to take a shower.
It takes you an hour to put on underwear. So I finally had an hour to slip these undies on.
But I just want to say that I'm uploading 3 times a week. I do 1 video on Sunday, and my head is spinning. And you seem to be fine with it.
About what? Fine about what?
I don't know. Liza made a good point the other day where I was talking to her and I was like, Liza, my head is spinning. I don't, literally, one day, I'll be making out with Seth. And then the next day, you're doing this massive prank in our house where you're scaring Gabby and and Liza was like, oh yeah, because you're used to doing nothing. And David's not used to that. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. There's such a chasm between people that do nothing, and then now I'm doing this. It's
that's almost not true. The thing is,
what do you mean?
Well, when I moved out here,
what do you mean? There's people sitting on the beach right now. We just finished filming, and we ran here to record this. We do not stop.
You know what the toughest part was of this whole getting a career started is working hard. That aspect I never understood because when people tell you when you pull up next to a guy in a Lamborghini and you're like, what do you do?
Yeah.
And they go, work hard.
Right.
Well, it's beautiful because they do work hard. But how do you get to the point where you can start working hard? And that's what I found so difficult because when I was Vining, I just couldn't do it because I couldn't come up with that much content that was that funny that I could post on Vine.
Right.
So I couldn't work hard because I just didn't have the creative stretch for it. And I wanted to work hard.
And you can only do 1 Vine a day anyway.
Yeah, and I really wanted to be able to, to go into an office, work for 12 hours a day, and then clock out. I would love that. I would love working for a long time. And I never got the opportunity. And then YouTube came along, and then I got the opportunity to work hard. But up until YouTube, I wasn't doing anything. And even though I wanted to do stuff, there was nothing. At least I'm 100% certain there was something for me to do, but it just felt like there was nothing to do. Even though I had this strong urge to work really hard,
right?
There wasn't anything there,
right? And well, you were in LA. You weren't I'm sure if you stayed in Vernon Hills, something would have presented itself to you.
Maybe
selling real estate.
Regardless, I think the toughest part about your career is finding something to work hard at or work hard for.
Right.
And but once you find it and you're loving it, I am loving this YouTube thing, that's when you're go, 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 and like, let's do it. Let's get it done.
I mean, I think the biggest mistake I made was just like not just finding something that worked. I kept trying to do things that like weren't working.
No, it's not even that.
You asked me the other day at the meet and greet, you were like, oh, well, what would you want to do if you wanted to be a YouTuber? And I said, I just want to be a YouTuber. And you're like, no, you're not. You'd want to make movies. And I was like, no. And you're like, yeah, you would. It just didn't work out.
If you weren't a YouTuber?
Yeah. Remember
yeah.
that? And you're kind of right. I mean, but at the same time, like, when you say, oh, I want to make movies, like, all right, well, in what capacity? Like, maybe if you're like Judd Apatow or Seth Rogen, like those guys, they can make whatever they want. But everyone else, like, would I be jazzed to like do a remake of, Full House, like the movie version, and I'm directing it? Like, no.
No, yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that.
I think also, especially the thing about LA is it's tough. Like, I had a lot of friends when I moved out here. We had like a whole bunch of friends that we met in LA, and like 6 and 7 months in, they all one by one started to move away because it was so hard to find something to do here.
Wait, how many people did you move out here with?
3. I moved out here with 3.
And who's left?
No, I'm not saying our friends that lived with us. I'm saying like the friends we met at parties and they started hanging out with us.
Oh, got it.
Like everyday friends.
Right.
Like now I have Zane, Scott, and Todd. Like I had those same friends, but they were completely different for like 4 or 5 months. But then they started moving out. And they one by one, they all went back to their hometown. It was like 7 of them that all lived together.
You talk to them now?
No.
You never talk to them?
They're done. This isn't their life anymore, and it never will be.
You never call them or they never call you?
No. Yeah. No, it's just like...
Because you were never that close to them anyway.
No,
you only
no.
knew them for like 4 months.
And it's just so sad because it's like...
Is it?
It is. It's shitty.
I don't find it sad.
Why?
Because there's a lot of advantages to just like living in your hometown and just having a simple life. It's just, not everybody needs to be like, oh, let's go record and let's go make a podcast and let's go make an Instagram photo of ourselves. Like there's
I guess you're right.
Life is best simple,
I guess you're right.
But anyway, so David pulls
I moved back because that was so inspiring.
No, it was David. I didn't mean you. What are you doing? We've got a good thing here.
I quit the podcast. Well, that's it, guys. You heard it here first.
No. My kids are finally eating. It's actually going well.
All right, go back to your ex-wife story.
So David, I don't know. It's Sunday. We have David's family over, which is awesome. And so then we run over. We're going to go over to start filming at like 6 o'clock. I finally get rid of the kids. And so David offers to drop the kids off at my ex-wife's house, which is really nice of him. The kids get to ride in the Tesla, they're super excited about. He drives super fast. You know the bit. I'm telling David to go slow. The kids are telling David to go fast. It's the same fucking bit every time. And so we drop them off. I walk the kids into the house. And my ex-wife's super nice. And I'm like, hey, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm going to go. She starts talking. I'm like, no, I'm going to go. The guys are in the car. They're waiting. Brandon yells to the car, like, hey, what's up? My ex-wife's name, whatever. And as I'm walking out, David has his camera, and he just goes, hey, why don't you tell your kids they're about to get drunk?
No, I go, hey, Jason, hurry up. We got to go get drunk and stuff. Let's go smoke weed.
Yeah, that's what you said.
It's like the most childish joke ever.
The most childish joke. Like, not even...
Like, it wasn't even funny, per se.
It wasn't even funny, per se.
And Jason just comes to the car with the blankest stare on his face. Like, out of all the things I've ever done to him, this was it.
You should have seen the look on my ex-wife's face. I can't do the look, obviously. But if you go to David's vlog, I think I did it in there.
Yeah.
She was just like, really? Really? This is your life? You hang out with a 20-year-old kid?
I'm so surprised.
Who yells from the car. Like, I mean, David, you know how childish that is? That's like when you call your mom.
But that was
and in the
joke.
background, you're like, hey, put those Playboys down.
But that was
I don't have a Playboy.
Dude, that's exactly why I said it.
Because it was overly childish.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
Because you were there.
You know what? I get that. I understand what you were going for, but like at the same time, she just didn't think it was funny.
Yeah.
And she's a funny person. Like, she has a good sense of
Jason
humor.
got back in the car and he's like, you know what? You really did it. You really did it.
I said, just when I'm getting back in good spot with her.
Yeah, he was like, we were having a nice conversation.
The 20-year-old douchebag YouTuber who wears a black hat all the time and wears all black and drives a $160,000 car recklessly is yelling, hey, let's get drunk on their quiet cul-de-sac. That's what she heard.
It wasn't that serious. Jason's making a big deal out of nothing.
I am, but still.
I am.
Still, you know what you should have done? Gotten out of the car, walked up, and said,
Jason,
"Hi,
but you
I'm
realize
David."
that was the part of the joke is like that it's what kids do to other kids. Like that was the joke.
Yeah, I get it, and it was funny for the vlog and all, and I'm happy that you got a good bit.
It wasn't even
And I am
supposed to
too.
be like a joke. It was a joke about a joke. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Maybe keep the jokes just about jokes. Don't make jokes about jokes.
About
Just
jokes.
jokes.
Okay.
And then we're driving away, and David goes, oh, I didn't know she was there, like that. And I'm like, whoa, you think I'm just fucking dropping them off to no one? I'm just gonna leave them in the house to run around by themselves? Here you go, kids. Turn on the stove. Have fun. Mom will be back in a couple hours.
Turn on the stove. Put this fucking electric socket if you need help. No.
So, anyways, yeah. So that was our weekend. We went to David's.
Josh Peck came. Josh Peck came to surprise my siblings.
Oh yeah. Tell me about that.
My siblings were in town, and they're huge fans of Josh Peck. They're
Great siblings.
Huge fans of Drake and
David's
Josh.
brother and sisters are so great.
You don't even know. So you don't
Of
even
course
know.
I know.
You
I
said
can say their
brother.
names if you want.
What are they?
Esther,
Okay.
Sarah, and Toby.
Yes, correct.
David didn't even know how old his little brother was.
Like I say this every time we have this conversation. Birthdays were not a thing with me in my like
He's sitting
hometown.
there. We're all trying to go to the Despicable Me premiere with my kids and David's siblings. And he turns to Charlie, my daughter, and he goes, Charlie, how old are they? She goes, 8. And he goes, Toby, how old are you? Like that. I'm like, how do you not know your brother's age?
It's just I don't know why that's so difficult. Like it wasn't a thing.
It wasn't?
No.
Never a thing to know how old someone is.
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure there have been times where my parents had to ask me how old I
This
was.
movie room needs air conditioning.
Yeah, it's really hot in here.
Freaking hot.
Anyway, Josh Peck came, right?
Yeah, tell me what happened.
So my siblings are huge Drake and Josh fans, and I somehow convinced Josh to come and surprise my siblings at my house. It was like it was like 10:45 p.m. and he comes by to the house. My parents are there. My parents haven't seen Josh yet, and I'm like, I gotta go wake up the kids. And they're like, no, don't you dare wake up the kids. They just went to bed. And they're like, I need to wake up the kids. I need to do it for this vlog. I need to do it. They're like, no, don't you dare, David. They're like yelling at me. I'm like, can you just please let me wake them up? And they're like, no. And then I'm like, Josh Peck is out here. And my mom's like, okay, let's go wake the kids up. Like it was just like, oh shit, okay. Josh is here.
So you woke them up. You
hit
him in the bed.
I had him in the bed, and the rest is history. They had a really nice time. My parents loved Josh.
They did.
Yeah, because it's weird. Every time I'm friends with people, none of them are respectful of like elderly people. Not elderly people, but they never like greet people. They're not good at that.
Yeah, no, they're not.
It's weird.
Yeah, when your parents come over to the house, I was like, guys, why don't you come over and talk a little bit?
Really?
Say hi.
Yeah,
It was weird.
I never
You
understood.
included.
Well, yes, but because they're my parents. But if your mother walked into my house,
Right.
or to your house, I'd be all over her. I'd be like, hi,
Sure.
hi. It was my parents, and I have this like I'm an awkward teenager stage that I'm in.
Yeah, I found it really weird. On Sunday, we went to the Despicable Me thing on Saturday, and my kids and David's siblings got along really well, like weirdly well. So then my kids wanted them to come over, blah, 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 blah. They came over on Sunday. So David's parents come over, and Paulo and Christina were having a great time. Then David is just sitting in Todd's room the whole time while I'm talking to them.
What was I supposed to do?
Come outside and talk to them. It's so weird, David, because they're just asking me questions about you.
Because
It's so weird. It's like I'm like they're like so what else does he like to do? And I was like, well, you know,
how old is he?
yeah. Is he nice to Liza like that? Like we were talking about.
No, I think they really wanted alone time with you because I think that was like. No,
Come on.
I think it's cool because okay, this is the way I looked at it because like I don't tell them a lot of things just because I'm very reserved when it comes to my life. So like them talking to you is really sick because you're with me like 24/7, so they can know all the top secrets about me. Do you know what I mean?
Right, but why couldn't you just come out and tell them yourself?
Because I wouldn't tell them as much as you would.
It's so bizarre to me that you wouldn't just open up to them and be like, "Yeah, this is this and this is that and that is that."
I mean, I would.
Everyone else in your life, you're like, "Look at my house and look at my car." And Chicky, you want to come take a ride with me? Like, you're such a fun person to be around. Like, you're always starting the party and stuff. But with them, like, I just don't.
I don't know. I just haven't figured it out yet.
Bizarre. I told him a funny story about you. Oh, like on Friday, David he didn't have clickbait, and so I told him that story how you were like running around the house yelling at Jake the intern. He's like, nobody fucking leaves this house until I get clickbait. You understand? Everyone in the kitchen. I know you were kidding.
Okay.
It was funny, but I told your dad that story, and he was loving it.
Really?
He was like, oh, okay. He was like, he's the boss, huh? And I was like, oh, yeah. And then your mom goes, but he's not that way with Liza. Right.
Yeah.
He's not mean to Liza.
Every time I'm with my parents and I say something bad, they're like, but you don't say that around Liza, do you? They're so protective of Liza. Oh, my God.
Yeah, of course.
As they should be. But, like, they're like if Liza's parents talked about me, like, even a percentage, like a fraction of how much my parents talk about Liza, oh, my God, I'd be the best boyfriend on planet Earth. But they love Liza.
They do?
Yeah. All they do is talk about her. It's like, David, come home so we can talk about Liza. That's what it is. It's Liza, which is...
I told your parents to move here.
Come on.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong?
I told your mom to run your merch business.
Dude, they actually brought that up to me.
They did?
They're like, we have a proposition to you. I'm like, no.
What'd they say?
They said we should, that she can help run the merch business.
And?
Well, I already have someone doing that.
There must be something she can do.
I don't know.
Have her do, like... You need
What's with you wanting my mom to live so close to you, Jason?
No reason. Why do you ask? Maybe it's your dad I'm in love with.
No. But when you were talking to my parents by the pool, I honestly I was like, oh, they're probably finding out everything, and they were just swimming too. They weren't even talking.
No, we were. We sat and talked for like an hour. And
that's good. They probably, dude. They like you. So they will probably want.
They like you too.
Yes, I'm sure, but they got a lot more out of you than they would out of me because I'm stubborn. I'm just like, I don't know. It's good. It's like
yeah, you are. They ask you things. You're like, I don't know.
I'm that type of kid. I'm the exact kid that when he comes home from school, my parents go, "How was school?" I go, "I don't know." Like that's me, and that's still me. They're like, "So how's LA? How's your job?" I don't know. Like, I can't help it.
Why?
I can't help because that's just me. I don't know.
You're such an adult in so many other ways.
I know, but that's just like
you
me.
have a huge business. You have a mansion. You have a.
It's not a mansion. It's a home.
You have a home, and then yet your parents get in the room, and you turn into like a 12-year-old kid.
I just turn off. I don't know. I don't understand really why I'm like that, but that's just how I am.
You're afraid that. If you like open up to them too much, that maybe they will control you again.
I don't think that's it, Dr. Phil. I think this. No, that's not it. I think
So why do you think that when your mom asks you to spend time with Toby, you kind of just blow her off?
I just think I'm really shy around them. I don't know what it is. I think it's just.
And Toby's a little taskmaster too.
My brother?
Yeah, he's all business.
Oh my God.
He won't do what you say at all. Scott wanted to do some Snapchat like over again. He's like, no, I'm done. He's like, no, I won't do it again.
No, I am done.
He did the same thing to you.
Yeah, my brother's just as stubborn as I am.
And Sarah's really funny.
Sarah's funny. Esther's always on her phone.
She's always on her phone.
She's a young girl on her phone.
But they're very, very sweet.
Sarah,
and you surprised them with Despicable Me.
My favorite. We were talking about boyfriends. Yeah. What did Sarah say about her boyfriend?
Oh my God! Did you get that on the vlog?
No, I didn't. I should have.
Why didn't you?
I called you into the room, but then my entire family followed you into the room when I wanted to question her about it. So my sister's like 8 years old.
No, she's 10.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, dang
it. So my sister's like 10. You know how old they are?
Yeah.
My sister's like 10 years old, and we were asking her about her boyfriend. And we were like, so have you kissed him yet?
Yeah. No, she goes like this. She goes, this is the funniest part. She goes, yeah, we broke up, though, because he wasn't supportive. Like, supportive of what? Your gymnastics? Like, what?
Your art class?
Yeah. What does that mean?
And I'm like, they were dating for 2 years, apparently. And I'm
Never hugged.
And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, did you guys kiss? And she's like, ew, no. I'm like, Jesus, did you come out of a crayon box? Like, it was like the most perfect kid response ever. She's like, we haven't even hugged. I'm like, yeah. Wow. That's true love. They loved each other just for their personality.
Do you think they even talk to each other?
I think they did. I think they texted.
They texted.
But and then I'm like to my sister Sarah. I asked her about my older sister Esther, and I'm like, what do you think about Esther? And she said, she's a slut. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on?
And even Toby has a girlfriend.
Toby has a girlfriend too. Toby's a ladies' man. You can tell.
He kind of looks like a ladies' man.
He's gonna be a good-looking kid.
He's got very long arms.
He's got his brother's genes.
Okay.
He's going to be very funny, outgoing, beautiful, handsome boy.
Tell them about Despicable Me.
We went to the Despicable Me premiere. There's not much more.
I thought it was funny because I couldn't keep the surprise. I blew it like 4 times.
Yeah, I had a surprise. Jason sucks at surprises, dude. I had a surprise that I was going to take him to the premiere.
Well, first of all, we were down at VidCon.
No, there's no first of all. I think it was just that.
Tell that story. It's funny.
What?
We were at VidCon.
I just told Jason, I'm like, don't tell the kids. Don't tell the kids that that there's a surprise coming. And I come over to the house, and he's already there with my siblings. And he would whip out his camera once every like 10 minutes, and he's always like, okay, so when we go down to the movie premiere, and like he'd always mention that it's a movie premiere.
No,
like,
I'd say things like, well, you know, we're not going to be home because of the party after. I'd say that to your mom, and the kids would be like, there's a party? Wait, what?
And it was like, Jason,
oh.
shut up. And then I just had to tell him because I knew Jason was going to spill it anyway.
I felt so good when you finally told them. I was like, oh, God, I'm not going to blow it.
All right, why don't we talk about all the brand deals you've been getting recently?
Me?
Yeah.
Brand deals?
Look at you pretending like you don't make money.
I haven't seen any brand deals.
You get a lot of work.
I get work for like a fraction of what you would get to get paid.
Yeah, but I get them for a fraction of the time that you would get. He's doing them.
Meaning you spend just as much time on a brand deal as
No. I'm saying that you get a job.
Yeah.
You get 4 little jobs for every 1 big job I get, but your 4 little jobs equal 1 big job.
No, they don't.
You're making a lot of money.
No, I'm not.
Yes, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, David.
See, you admit you're making a lot of money.
I'm trying, man. I fucking try.
No, I'm good.
I'm holding up my end.
Are your kids proud of you?
They have no idea. I try to tell them I'm doing well, but they just... It's kind of hard to tell your kids that. You know, I'm doing really well. They're like, yeah, so what do you mean?
Who cares?
You're supposed to do well. Your fucking father, take care of us. Buy us shit.
Does that mean we can go to Disneyland twice tomorrow?
No, definitely not. I can't afford that.
Not that well.
I'm trying. I know. I'm very excited. But I see how people fall off on YouTube.
I have a feeling, because you're starting to make more money, and you're going to end up making even more money. I just have a feeling I'm going to see a lot of you spoiling your kids. Because
Don't let me.
You're really bad at that. You'll get your kids anything they want.
I know. I'm so bad.
You'll spoil if they want a NASCAR. You'll go out to the NASCAR track and you'll be like, "Listen, man, I don't have anything."
Wyatt wants hockey checks.
What's that?
It's $3,000.
$3,000 for what?
It's this bubble hockey. Have you ever seen it in an arcade?
Yes, I know exactly what.
Not a video game. It's actually like men on sticks and the puck pops up.
Are you gonna get it for him?
Oh, it's just like he just keeps asking me about it.
$3,000.
$3,000.
Why don't you make your kids work for it?
Doing what?
I mean, actually, they already work for you quite a bit.
Yeah, they do.
We were in the car the other day, and Wyatt, his son, Jason's son, goes, "Can we go to Disneyland tomorrow?" And Charlie, his daughter, goes, "No, we can't. We have a brand deal that day." They're so like on par with Jason's job. A brand deal is like a job that we get where we have to like, post on Instagram, and they just know that they have to work for their dad that day, which was like the cutest and like the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Jason's like, yeah, I'm not proud of that.
His wife doesn't love that part of it.
No, but it's really, I love how your kids are into what you do. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I think it's nice. Sunday was nice because I was like editing and I could pop out to the pool and say hi. Or
just incredible how you can avoid child labor laws.
Wyatt got checked at VidCon. I think that's pretty interesting.
Wyatt got destroyed at VidCon. We went to VidCon and we were running through a bunch of kids, like through the middle of like the whole VidCon center. And Wyatt, his 10-year-old kid, 10?
He's 11.
He's 11. You're like, I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Wyatt, his 11-year-old son, got just checked, like completely, like almost tackled by a security guard because someone thought he was a fan running up to us. Poor kid.
He's got to get his...
He's been in the hospital for 4 days now.
He's got to get his brand up. So
no, but it wasn't that bad. But no, it was very funny to watch in like the saddest way. And he was totally fine with it. He was a good sport about it.
He loved it. Oh, he loved telling that story. He was able to tell Liza. He was like, I got checked. Liza was like, oh my God, no way. Really? Oh, now we got footage for the vlog.
All right.
That's my Liza impression.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's podcast. Make sure you guys go follow Jason Nash on everything.
Thank you.
Sorry about my voice being really weird.
I think it came through in the end. I think it got stronger.
Thank you guys for getting me sick at VidCon. It was great meeting you guys. Great meeting you little nasty devils.
Yeah.
That don't wash their hands apparently.
Yeah. And what's up for the 4th?
For the July 4th?
Yeah, what are you doing? You gonna take it easy? You gonna just keep filming?
Just gonna keep filming. July 4th is a weekday, so it's not the weekend. The weekend is my day off. So it's on Friday. But yeah, that's all the time we have, guys. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Listen to more of our ads. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, watch our YouTube videos if you can.
Watch our YouTube videos. Blah 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 blah. Jason, anything else to add?
I just want to say that.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.